Hey guys, can you hear me okay? I know a video's just dropped. It's a surprise extra stream. Just getting set up. I don't actually know what I'm drawing. I just decided I wanted to draw something. So I'm going to figure out what I'm drawing in a bit and get some refs, and we're just going to draw. Just doodle and sketch, really. You can do a couple of hellos. So we got a hello to Totally Random Guy. Hi, Mari. Virus is here. Yo, Justin. Hello, Tegan. You're watching the Transformers video because it popped up. Yes, Transformers 1's out soon. So me, Kingpin, Knight of Arcane, and Nerd have all dropped a video, which is quite cool. Moffix says, streaming right before my 2-hour workout is out. No, it's not. I'm normally streaming this time on a Monday. That'll be interesting, turning the narratives into Transformers at some point. Possible idea. And hello, Ark. Oh my god! I'm not sure what I'm going to draw today. I'm going to literally just figure out what I want to draw. No, it's not going to be... Ark, if you actually have a look on the channel, there is a video that's dropped this evening. Transformers as Marvel's superheroes or villains, and villains. So there is a video that's already dropped. So I haven't lied. I just decided to do an extra live stream. Alright, what do I want to do? Maybe I should draw one of my narrators. Maybe I should draw one of the narrators. What's the narrator assets? I might redraw one of the narrators just doodling. Give me a second. Okay, so now, let's open all of them. Can I open Purif straight away? No, I gotta do it the other way. Okay, open Purif first for the references, for the artwork, and then I can do that. So we'll see what's happening. Also, there are changes underfoot. There'll be changes to the structure of my videos going forwards. I have decided I've got a style in mind of what I want to do. There will be some with full body illustrations, but there's going to be a ton where it's probably more dynamic and stuff, even though they're the topic, depending on the characters, if it suits and fits. Kind of going to a style that I'm after doing. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Let's drink all these narrator things. Cool. Channel's got rather an interesting design. Who would I like to draw? Or do we pick a popular? Nah, let's just start with Ashana. What's face this brush? Too big. I know some people sketch with the brush straight away. I'm not one of them. 18 size brush is good. This is going to be more of a portrait-y style type one, so this is going to be quite interesting. I'm not doing Felicity as a cowgirl. Not yet, anyway. Dr. Virus, you're right. The answer will be no for that, because that's scheduled in for a set time. There's no queue jumping in my list. There's going to be a load of things going down. Let me know if you've got the new guidelines as well come down. I updated the guidelines earlier, so let me know what's happening. No, I'm going to just draw Ashana the Godslayer, but I'm going to draw in a slightly different pose or something, just to practice some styles and techniques, really. So we'll see what happens on that. It's going to be a character. Sketching doesn't even worry if we finish it or not. I'll just go for an hour or two and see what happens. Oh, you're going to a new school. Hopefully it's a better school and a nicer school. I can't blame you for trying, but you know, you're not going to get anywhere with it. In fact, a lot of people aren't going to get a lot of places with stuff this year or the rest of this year. But can someone let me know if the community guidelines pop up when they join chat? Because I can't see it from my end, but hopefully it did. And then while this is going on, I'm going to start mapping out a pose in reference to Ashana the God Slayer. I know I've got something in mind, but I'm just going to see if I can throw something together, maybe. And that's for going to new school, and I know one except a few people who dislike me from my new school. Okay, old. Oh, from your old school. Okay, cool. So get a good reference on Ashana the God Slayer. Which is quite cool, but maybe I want to draw in a new design. I obviously have to bear in mind the tail. So potentially heads here. I take the canvas, make it easier to actually draw the character. Appreciate her ears coming that way. She does have horns that come from behind the ears, look like that. So yeah, so a lot of us dropped videos today around Transformers, which is quite cool. So that's going to be an interesting one. But you have to sleep. Do you have to sleep? Sleep's overrated. How do I want the head post? Appreciate so the eyes are definitely going to come across the part of it, another part, and the brush going to be in the middle bit. Yeah, it's got a bit of a middle parting. Maybe a crafty bit right here. Two touchy bits here. I might not even draw a full body or full pitch. I might just do some sketching of the characters, to be honest, just to have some fun with them. Someone's one will come out next week, yeah. Catch you later. No worries, Maren. We'll catch you next time. I'm glad you could join the stream for a bit, which is quite cool. And yeah, sleep is the greatest thing in the world. I need sleep a lot most of the time as well. But on that note, I hope you have a good sleep, and we will catch up with you later. My body hurts because I was on the beach and I got burnt sunburn all over. Ouch. That's not something I can answer, Ark, about Ashana, because there's certain things about her story and backlog that I just can't answer at the moment. I can't go into details because spoilers. I'm revamping the spoiler thing and getting a bit stricter on things on the channel. On a few bits, which would be quite interesting. For now, I'm just doodling or sketching, just doing a couple of quick sketches for Ashana. I don't even care if they're properly done or not. Right, let's try an eye. I want to change this. Get rid of that. Tegan's got a skit. I will also, heads up, I'll be vetting skits before I do them. I want to. Some of the skits were borderline the other day. Not too much borderline, but either language in them and stuff. So I'll either change them or I will vet them, which is just a heads up. I don't mind doing skits, but mostly I'll be selective of them. Not to be mean to anybody on skits, most of them seem fine. It's just a case of I want the chat to be available for everybody. If I'm doing skits, it's got to be family-friendly ones, because we're borderline, after reviewing it, some of the ones, or some of the suggestions last week as well, not just skits, suggestions for combinations of the offsprings went a bit borderline on, yeah. So we'll see what happens. Hey Justin, if that was behind me, I would be shaking Prime's hand. That'd be amazing. Hey, I'm streaming. I don't know if I can. That's where the chat is. Cool. So the chat's up there, but yeah, that's fine. I am streaming. I'm just doodling as we go along. I'll start your skip, that's fine. Dr. Barris says, I've forgotten to say it's about shrapnel comrade with scorch similar to that of Brothers. Okay. Ark also asked what to draw at some point. Scorch is also is another Dr. Barris minions and really okay. So we've got Ark asking what to draw. I don't know, just draw something along. My opinion on the Minecraft trailer, I don't really know what to make of it. That is my honest opinion. I do not fully know. I'm definitely not 100% sure on it. I guess if it's got Jack Black, it's going to be good. I mean, he even if it's a silly film, he does really he doesn't do a bad film. But I don't know. I didn't like the way the animals were portrayed in the 3D effect that they did on the green screen. It felt very. I know they're trying to aim for probably the younger kid side to get them into the Minecraft thing, but it seemed very. I don't know, it just seemed odd. So just a little button nose. I mean, I know the center line's off, so let me just erase some of this a minute. But yeah. And I will do the odd skit later on. Don't worry about that. I still do skits. It's just, as I say, there's a few things recently that I'm just cracking down on for one reason or another. Did I do freckles on her? No, she's got patterns on her. Oh yeah, she's got pattern on her face. That's what I'm missing. So she has a pattern that comes underneath her eye. It comes over her eye a bit, but obviously it's not going to be seen. She's got a pattern on the other side, which is three like basically spiky bits, and then one over the top, which is not going to be seen much. She's looking cute. Appreciate that. Hey, Minecraft, how's it going? Just says, I feel they should have swapped Jack Black and Jason Momoa's character because Jason Momoa looks more like Steve than... Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting one. That bit threw me as well. But yeah. Why does she look so cute? Because I've just drawn her from a front perspective. I don't know. It's just how she's kind of looking. I'm just doing a quick... Because it's a sketch, it's not actually like fully rendered out. I've just got her. She probably looks younger. That's why she probably looks younger than the last drawing I did. Of her. I think that Steve is coming from the human world, and I wonder if they're making Minecraft. What they're making in Minecraft. Yeah, they are making one. It's going to be quite interesting. So it happens. Cool. Let's just save a copy of that. Keep it this way. Oh, you're drawing that black hole demon. That's quite cool. I can try to keep this way, but to a degree, she's going to be probably. I don't know what pose I want her in. I think I want the tail coming across somehow. I don't know how I want the rest of the body to be posed. I might use that actually as a reference. Okay, that's going to be a reference for whatever I'm sketching. So that's her. A little reference for her there. I'll lock that layer after OK in that. Lock that layer, draw something new, and we'll start working on an actual pose at an angle, and that'd be quite cool. Eyes are the essence, so you want to pay attention to any unique features or any unique patterns in the eye itself, but you also want to try and make them glow and pop, using that overlay trick that I did. Don't be afraid to use gradients for the backing of the eye to make it more colourful. Even if it's just one colour, make it darker at the top, lighter at the bottom, and then the highlights go on a separate layer on top, either as an overlay or solid white. Your choice on the transparency in that. Yeah, Dr. Virus, it's a busy week next week by the looks of things. I want to get some poses, some reference poses. So I'm just going to open up a new window and go to my Pinterest board. And just look for some poses in a minute, because even though I've got a feeling I've got a pose saved that would be quite cool, because I want to do them in a pose, but at the same time, I don't want to. Let's see what pose I want to do. That'd be a cool one to do. I don't know if I can pull that pose off with the character because I don't have anything I could put in as that. Interesting. That would be the best pose going. Okay, so I got a pose, but I don't know how it works with a grown-up Ashana because it's more of a yeah. Let's have a look at something else. Yeah, I'm not showing the screen because of what I'm looking through Pinterest, but I'm looking for a pose that might show off. Yeah, why not? We'll do it this way for the illustration. So this is going to be on here. I'll just drop that down a little bit so we've got a faint version of it there, but this is like, so we got that. I'm not worried about going over that. Now start drawing the pose for my reference for her. That'll be quite. I might change some off the reference up, but I'm also trying to learn some stuff. So what better than one of my characters where I can draw them how I want to draw them. I want the eyes to be like green black hole. Oh, that'd be interesting. Do a galaxy effect then. Do it like a galaxy, so dark with like blues and getting lighter in the center, like the swirly galaxy effect, and then do a green overlay over the top. Probably do it or color. That might do it. Oh, this is going to be interesting. How do I draw a hand up close? I guess part of the ear, but I'll also that on separately. In fact, this has actually got a really good hand breakdown on it. This is probably going to be the best hand I ever draw. Yeah, that's good. Let's just have to move those up a bit and lengthen one of them out. And then it's just, yeah, because this perspective, just lengthen one out a little bit. And let's select that and move that closer to the head to be in the spot where it's meant to be. Just off the ear. If you haven't yet smashed that like button, yes. If you haven't, please smash the like button. Because that's really helpful. It helps YouTube know that you guys are enjoying the video if you like it and that, but it also helps sort things out for later on down the line. I'm trying to learn the guidelines as well as she draw them in. So this is going to get rather spicy in a minute, but this is obviously drawing form than actual shape to the angle. But I do want to draw the pose right, so I will be making sure that these all work because it's like a upward shot. No rude comments in chat. This is a part of the drawing process. Oh, Minecraft, thank you for gifting a membership. And Justin, congratulations on getting the membership. That's awesome. Yeah, make sure to use those emojis, as Minecraft says. Dr. Fire says, I'm going to make a special shirt that I will put on when I see Transformers 1. That's quite cool. That would be really cool, actually, doing this like a shirt type thing if you can when you watch Transformers 1. That would be really, really cool. That comes down a bit more to here, I think, because that's the big leg bit, but I want to get the Bill. Yeah, hairs are bigger than what I want, so that's fine. The idea is to get the pose down if you can for what you want. Obviously, this has got like loads of different aspects to it, so interesting to see how this all turns out. But yeah, it's like a trying to find the grid for everything really, because it's got quite a good breakdown from grid lines of where everything kind of goes. So that's that there. If I shrink this down, I can probably get more illustration in, but I'm trying to just does cut off in a minute, to be honest. I won't be getting much more in. But if we do that, I just want to make sure I've got enough of it in if I want to move the piece around. Seems daft, but this is the best way to learn how to draw these parts of the anatomy and stuff. It's just to get a pose reference of interest. It's nothing rude as such. It's just get it and try and create the pose. Because once I've got her there, then I start working on the background. So she's going to have, in theory, there's going to be something behind her. So she's sat on something, maybe a wall. Some form or floor or something. And then we decide how the rest of the place works around her by building up the structures. Her hand's technically behind us, so we don't see that. I do feel that perhaps that's wrong there. A little bit. That should actually be more. comes out and then it comes in, back down. The angles, use that. And then we can start working on actually adding her details in, which is what the next layer is for. So starting to add the details like the eyes and stuff to see what happens. Yo, Owen Hart, how's it going? And I appreciate everybody doing the emojis. I can't show them on the stream because of how this works. It doesn't show those types of emojis, but yeah, cool. Alex says, problem with my design is I don't know how to draw him to look evil, but still nice to women. And can you see Wildfire date him? I haven't even seen the design. Wildfire is your character, so you could make a date him maybe. But I haven't seen the character yet, so I can't really comment. Right now, drawing my villain. Oh, what for the redraw? That's awesome. Lemon Heart, can't wait to see it. It's got till Friday, or end of play Friday, so Saturday basically. I usually close it the day after the submission deadline, so yeah. But right now we're just working on taking one of the characters that I've drawn before, one of my channel characters, and just working on how to make her a bit more. On the I don't know how to explain it. I just wanted to draw a pose that I haven't drawn before, an angle I haven't drawn, and then just work on trying to get that all to match where it should do. I mean, it may just be line art and sketching, but it's just having fun doing the designs today. Let's curve more that way because that's curved more that way. I'll section the horns out, but I might change the style of the horns a little bit just to get a rough structure of them. It'll be quite interesting. Hey, Coy, how's it going? I've gone a little bit sultry with one of my characters. I saw a pose on Pinterest and I wanted to try a different perspective and angle. It's not exactly the same as the pose, but it's close enough for me to see what happens. And I made the face look a bit cuter, but I'm gonna play on this a bit more now with the actual features of the character and that. But how's it going? I had fun doing the Transformers one. Ark, you sent it on Discord. Let me have a look, see what you've got so far. Oh, that's your Demon Samus one, which that looks quite cool actually. I like those eyes. I like the chest becoming the mouth too. I'll probably see if I can showcase that later on near the end. There's time. And give me some point in the design for Vortex. I haven't seen Vortex, I don't think. Currently, so we will have to see. That's going to have. So off the top of my head, I'm basically taking the design of the character and trying to make it as cute as possible, while at the same time making it as pushed in the design as possible. She also has a tail, which I can do, and some floating things in the back, but I'll add them in a bit. It'll be quite interesting. You can show me so far. I can try and suggest something, but they are suggestions. They're not really pointers. Might do that as a feedback bit in a minute. I've just break up to do that in between stuff. We'll see. Evanhart says the villain design is going well so far. I think I'm trying to find a good position for her and what weapon she should wield. Also trying to make the body proportionate since you find it hard to draw girls. Yeah, it's very difficult. That's why I use Pinterest. Pinterest has absolutely amazing references. If you do female pose refs, that's all you have to do. Just female space poses, you'll get a load of the line art stuff, like how I've drawn this here, for you to be able to use, which will. I want to put a new layer for that. Because I'm trying to think in volume as well for the hair, so let's coming here. It's actually coming off that way like that. The hair there, and then coming off. Basically, the hair's coming out that way, in a sense, but not quite. It's the top is right, but the hair kind of curves round for the gravity. It's almost like you see under the hair a little bit. And you have to get the side bit there. She does have some hair bits that come out the side, which we'll try and. She's got styling to be a bit cuter. She's got the hair that comes from the front of the hair here. Hair is really difficult to draw, to be honest. Oh, that's cool. I'll check that out later on. I'm making a note of about mid-month or every couple of weeks, checking the things to see what there are and what the combination of things are. We'll see what happens. Also gives a chance to see what goes, what can fit into any themes for the month. That's fine. All you got to do is shrink them in a little bit. You don't have to make them too big. You can just shrink them down in size from what's drawn. The main key is getting the body, the core shape of the body. So regardless of the breast here, for example, you could technically shrink them down to be like that if you wanted, and then more like the smaller ones, and it'll just work. It's just up to you what size you want them. They are guides. You can adjust them as you wish. Right, let's have a look at this so far. She's probably going to have hair for her fingers, to be honest. Oh my god, that's going to be so cool, but so difficult to do. Even though her hair's short, she might have a little bit twirled around her finger. And a little bit maybe going in through there. It's still going to be reasonably long. It's just not going to be as long. And I know her ear's obviously going to be much more pointier as well, going through. So it'll go behind her ear, but it's going to be a more elf-like ear. This looks like a mess around here, but I actually know where everything is for what's been drawn. Rapid hair over there. That's going to be behind the mass of hair here, so I don't have to worry too much on that one. I can actually erase a load of that. And I can erase that, which gives a bit more of a sense proportion to it, which works really well. I'd love to see a storyline where Nexon gets amnesia and somehow becomes a mob boss in another dimension. That's not a bad idea for a storyline. That's similar to I watched a series called Archer. It's basically a spy thing. It's all grown up type of humor and stuff, but it is one that's kind of yeah, it works quite well. It's similar to that. One case he goes in a coma and he wakes up and he's got amnesia, or at least he has amnesia, which is quite funny. But he sees everybody's different things in the coma, which is quite cool. Batman Brave and the Bold tackle the similar plotline as well. Yes, a few places have done that actually, because it's quite a cool plotline. Right, so I was going to have a look at Arcsing first, and then see what I'm doing elsewhere. So, that's really cool, Arc. There's not really much I could say to do on that. Other than maybe duplicating the symbols to make them and then blur them to make them glow. I can't figure out shots, and maybe a few little specks of detail in the eye, but you've kind of nailed it. It's just shading and stuff. You kind of nailed it on that, to be honest. There is very few pointers I can give on that, based on your style and what you do, which is quite nice in one sense. Probably not what you want to hear, but you know. I don't know how to draw noses from this angle. I can't draw noses from this angle. I'm going to do that later. The face is going to be done later. I'm going to work on some of the costume aspects. So this is where I can also flesh out the costume a bit more. So where it may have some designs and stuff, I can actually try and make a bit more. I don't know, work a bit more with the character, because she's got bits like. Got bits that kind of come around here, almost like a belt type item. Hey Koi, welcome to the Twitch side of live. That's quite it's quite cool how we can do that. Dress has a line in here, probably about here. And then there's actually a strap which goes up from there to there, which we won't actually see all of it. Appreciate you joining the Twitch side, Koi. I'm expecting this will get lots of views when if I put just this picture, this aspect, like just the line art thing on it. It'll be quite interesting. Yeah, I'm choosing not to do a couple of these skits because I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should do them. Should be quite interesting. Ben, my pants aren't on fire, but your house is flooded. Alright, so there is a element here that'll be kind of like a bit in there. Around the neck, there's going to be a here. That goes down, and then we'll probably see a little bit of that here, where it joins around the back of the neck. But you won't see it on the other side, it'll literally just be the top part. Obviously, her arms aren't covered, but for that part, but she does have fabric there, which does cover her elbow, and then she'll have a design for the thing there. Well, that sucks for being home a couple of hours after my eye appointment. Did you not see that the taps weren't turned off? Flooded the place. So yeah, so on this, we're drawing Ashana the Godslayer today, just in a much more different pose and style, maybe an anime rendering, which would be quite cool, which would be quite interesting to see how this turns out. You can make a character as powerful as you want. The only stipulation is if it's for the redraw, like the supervillain or the superhero, I will nerf them if I pit them against a character. I will make it so that the character has a fight for the suspense. But if you want to make your character as super powerful as you want, that's not an issue at all. Excuse me, that's perfectly something you're perfectly capable of doing with no repercussions whatsoever. You mean the Transformer one? Because that's, you know, all of this dropped a Transformer video today, kind of. Oh, this is going to look rather interesting, actually. She's going to have a bit that kind of goes there. Then she's got the... Oh, this does look a little bit sultry. Oh well, I got to put a tail in there yet. That's going to make it a bit more interesting. What if one of the character submissions is an artist named Dempsey? If they've got superpowers and they're a superhero, that's perfectly fine. Oh, I'll see you later, Dr. Virus. Thank you for joining. That's going to be... Actually, technically speaking, that dress comes partway down, so that's not going to come down to there. That's actually going to come over this bit here. Well, actually, it's going to come over this bit here, and then it's actually going to go across there behind character. And I need to erase that bit because it's the dress, it's the fabric. It's going to go behind part of the character because of the leg until we get to where she's got her almost like a boot-like leg things that together. Her knee's going to come up there, which is fine. So that's the whole knee aspect on the leg. Her leg comes down there. She does have markings on her legs though, so that's going to be interesting to draw them. I didn't think when I drew these how the markings are going to go at a different angle, so that's going to be a real nightmare. Whoops. Submission date for the redraw is the 13th of September, so this Friday. Technically, you've got till the 14th because it'll probably close on the 14th in the morning. Home and Heart. So you've got basically this week to do it. So let's look at the design for the leg. So this leg here is going to have, if I can base this bit of the design, I can at least try to make part of this kind of work. I mean, she has other designs down her leg, but I haven't actually drawn them in before, so it's kind of complicated to draw certain aspects of the I didn't really think about the leg design pattern before I actually did it. I just drew one in on the day. So adding these patterns is really difficult. Coffee time. Yeah, coffee time. Is today Transformers God Day or something? No, Transformers 1 comes out the 16th, I think, Monday, 2 weeks' time. So we all did a video for Transformers because, you know, it's fun to do a video. We like Transformers. I like Transformers. And as Koi would agree, I've probably got the best Transformer. I used to have loads of Transformers and stuff, but I probably have the best Transformer I've ever paid for. Let's go up close and personal for this. Soundwave, which is awesome because this little guy who only cost about like £8, maybe or less, has his own little cassette tape, and he quite easily turns into the tape deck. So, although I do like him in Soundwave mode for this, he'll turn into the tape deck, which is quite cool. So yeah, I've got a Transformer. Unfortunately, I didn't use him as a reference for the actual drawing of Transformers, which would have been quite cool. You guessing that Vader in turn? Yeah, he's a Jedi. I'll come back. And thank you, Furious445. It is a Goku shirt. I got it. Quite cool. I've got a hoodie with Goku and Vegeta in like sportswear, which is quite cool as well. When I say a hoodie, it's a jumper, but it's not cold enough yet. Him and Starscream and your fave? Yeah, I think him and Hot Rod are my fave, to be honest. Bumblebee's quite cool, but Hot Rod he has something about him. I don't know if it's the arrogance or the bashfulness. That's perfectly fine, Omen Heart. Things aren't for everybody. Hey, Apple Flavors, how's it going? And I'll just flag that on screen. Thank you, Furious. September 20th from what you've seen. It might be. I thought it's around about the week the 16th, so it's not an issue. I was referring to the 4 crazy art guys doing Transformers. So, yeah. Doing Transformers, yes, probably. Although, yeah, I kind of like how this is going. This is quite a nice change of design, as it were. I'm wondering if that's going to be... Yeah, that should be the right spot for that. Her leg over there has some... I guess I just got to draw some designs on here now, because we don't actually know what they look like. Although, now that I've started committing to drawing stuff, it'll probably become canon, or, concatenal in this. So I'm going to have to make sure I draw some. I might just steal some of the designs from the other side of the leg and just draw them over there again. Also, you've got to remember the curvature of the actual thing. So if you're doing a design where it curves a bit, you actually have to put the angles in. I'll try and curve it around that, because once I take that line out from the back, she's going to be sat there. Right, she hasn't got her tail drawn in. This is coming along quite nicely, actually. I quite like how this is looking. The tail comes around the back, so I can potentially do... That's fine. New layer above that. So her tail potentially comes around here. Maybe she can have a tail come around the front with flames. Probably not that far around the front because it's a long tail. Maybe goes up to where the head character is, because I don't actually need that anymore just yet. So basically, for this illustration, I'm using everything I've learned with a character on my reference pose and transferring it onto it and building it up, which is quite cool. Hey, Minecraft, thank you for joining the Twitch side as well. Who was the jet in the Transformers show? Not the second one, the third one. Which Transformers show? There's so many of them. And thank you, Koi, for sharing the Twitch address. So I've started doing it on Twitch. If you can follow me on Twitch, if you've got it, I'd appreciate that, because you need to get certain milestones to unlock things in Twitch, kind of like with YouTube. So, just getting a couple of followers would be just great and amazing. Absolutely appreciate that from anybody who's able to. I'll probably play around with the flame for that. I do need to add the things in the background that she normally has. So she normally has these kind of... They will be coming in slightly off the page. What's the best way to do this? Because they are identical. So maybe if I draw a full one here. That's interesting. Right. So they go that way, that way. Nope, I was right the first time. They go that way, and then they come back with a semi kind of movement there, and they go that way, and then they've got this cool design on them, which I designed at the time. And you know, when you design something, you think, yeah, that's cool, and then you go to redraw it, and you think, oh my god, why did I do that? This is one of those oh my god moments. But hopefully this will work. I will get to a question in a minute and check chat again. Feel free to ask your question. If I can answer it, I will. Just make sure it's appropriate for everybody. That's the only thing I'm asking. This chat's got to be family friendly. If anybody puts anything unfamily friendly, the mods can time you out. And also, yeah, it's also talking too much about other things than channel and art questions are going to be booked down on it a little bit, and so the chat actually remains to the topic of either what we're drawing, art in general, or the actual channel and the characters themselves. So it's fine for the odd talk about other things, but I don't want it to take over the chat like it has been doing recently. So yeah, looking to see what we can do on that. Ark has a question. I'll actually answer this question because I like this question when it's moved. It moved as I was about to click it. I was like, question. If I was to make an anime or show, what would happen to redraw characters? Do you mean if I was to actually make an anime or a show from the redraw characters, or if I was to do it on the channel? Because if I was doing it on the channel, something would have to give. If I did an anime or a show, it'd either be an anime, because the animation takes forever. I mean, you've seen how long it takes to do this. This is like a normal comic page takes 8 hours for a comic, just the penciling, let alone the inking and then the coloring stage. You're talking about a day between 3 people working on them consistently for a comic book each month. That is insane. So animation, the hours they work as animators are insane. They work like something like 5 a.m. to like 2 a.m. or something stupid like that and get up the next day and do it to meet the deadlines. Traditional animation's a bit quicker to do, but longer animation takes a bit longer. So if it's animation, I would say if I did an anime, I don't actually really know. I guess the redraws would either have to kind of become a part of it, or just they'd stop. They'd become like every so many months instead. Okay, so that one, you can go down there because that's going to be off to the side here in the background. I mean, you can see how complex this is getting just for one character, which is quite... I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm enjoying doing one of my characters on the stream. I should do this more often with the characters, do these like big portrait illustrations that I can stick on the store to gain the emphasis of some of the character design, which is quite good. No, Ark. I get what you mean by saying you feel you're getting worse and worse because you're getting slower if you're on about your drawing and stuff. But getting the foundation of the sketch right and taking longer on it, getting the line art right if that's what you want to focus on, and getting more time on it to get it how you want it to be is actually... It's frowned upon in today's day and age because everything's got to be gimme, 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 gimme. But in reality, it's actually better, and a lot of artists will take the time on certain aspects. And yeah, it's if somebody wants your art, they will accept the fact of how long it takes on it. If somebody is not wanting your art, they will not accept the fact that to get the piece of what they want, it will take that long. Now, in a company, obviously corporate world, it's slightly different. There's lots to kind of like get done and sorted, but there are things that you can do to that effect, which is quite cool. So we'll have to see what happens on that one. Tegan, That is a very good observation in your skit. However, I'm not doing the skits because I'm not trying to what you've got there. Not because I don't want to do them, because I don't want to lead people to think that's what it is when I do it. Just because it said mum and dad, because of who's there, doesn't mean they're the only two dating, doesn't mean they're the ones. There are other people there as well. So it's quite interesting. And don't forget, they're from the future. So you need to know how far in the future they are to make the determination. But I like the observation skills in there. That is pretty impressive. Which would be quite good. I mean, like Wildfire, Immortal Arc, Emerald Jade, and like those. Okay, I'm confused now. I know how you feel, Dempsey. I feel like I am getting worse and worse because I am getting slower. And then you've put, I meant like Wildfire, Immortal Arc, Emerald Jade, like those. Are you mean slower producing characters? Because these characters are taking like 4 years to even get anywhere near where they are now. In all fairness, it's these characters. I mean, Ashana's one of the latest ones, which I'm working on, which is quite cool. But if I was to be completely fair on it, these characters are, it's taking me a while to get the confidence to do voices on the channel. Your guys wanted me to do the voice for Nexum, and I was nervous as hell doing it. So building it up would be quite interesting. So it does have an effect in terms of like the confidence doing it. Most of those layers, then duplicate them. I can move them individually later, but the duplicate layer is because I actually want to edit, transform, put that layer horizontally, stick it around the other side. Bit of an angle. Because they are effectively behind her, they don't have to be up close. They just have to give the impression that they're still floating around. I'm actually quite liking how this turned out. I might move her down just a little bit because of the horns. I might have to go back to the hair a little bit and have a look at what we're doing there. I mean, we're using a lot of layers here, but we are having quite a nice time doing this. And I do like the fact that the hair, that bit, that kind of froze me from the sketch, which is quite interesting. I like the way that you guys have got like on the emojis, you've got Ashana the God Slayer in it and all that lot, which is quite cool. Ben says, what if Ehrenfold and DeMonica avoids parents? You never know. You never know. I mean, although he does refer to Ehrenfold as Uncle Ehrenfold, but you never know. He could just be under the misguided conception that Ehrenfold is his uncle, or prefer him as an uncle rather than a dad. So like you already made the characters I already made. So if somebody said they're going to help me make a show, would you put those characters? Yeah, I would have some of the stories probably develop and build up from what we've kind of got. I'm just looking to see where I think, because of the position on the arm there, the other one, you probably just see a tip there of it, which seems a bit daft, but it's a floating element on the arm. And obviously the bare skin has tattoo shapes and markings on it, but you don't get to see them all. I'm just trying to see if I put anything distinctive in the corner here, which I probably did. I'm going to add one now. Her markings, okay, I'm going to make this. Her markings change depend on her mood. They fluctuate for the spells, so the markings, some will be consistent, some will disappear. That way I get away with putting whatever markings I want on this, because I didn't realise making a full tattooed effect on a character would give me so much interesting development on it, which is quite cool, but quite, yeah. Yeah, Wildfire is definitely next in the Monica's Kid, because that was what was designed by Ark, and that's who it was. Void was designed by me, so I'm not revealing anything at this point on who it is, because the fact is Void is from a future timeline, and I haven't actually established which timeline. So they could be from the narrator's timeline. He could be from another timeline. But because it's not been established, it'd be interesting to see what happens. Hey, Snake Illustrations, how's it going? And hi! We're taking Ashana the Godslayer, and we're just basically making a really interesting pose for her. I'm doing everything on a layer over a layer over a layer, so that at some point, once I finish the references, I can do what I want to do with this. But this isn't so bad, this, because it's literally a case of a lot of her designs are solid bits or other parts for the design, which is quite well, and being a tail because it loops round. It's going to be in front of that stuff, so that's fine. But because it loops round, I can get away with doing more abstracted shapes on the tail, because you never actually know if it's completely done or not. On the other side, which is quite cool. I will kind of figure out a background for this. I don't know what I will do for it. I don't even know if we're not going to finish it tonight, but we're going to get pretty far on it to see what happens. So that one's that way with the eyes there. So the eyes are going to be in here. So let's have a go at doing this. And obviously I drew the eyes with bits kind of cut out earlier. Oh, I know where they look cuter up. In this one, she's got pupils in her eyes instead of just being a flat colour. In the actual reference I've just realised it as I was doing it. In the actual reference I've got, I never actually drew a pupil in. I left them just pink and blue, or pink and blue. Not that way, which is quite interesting. So, yeah. So, then... Sure, I try to make Wi-Fi look like their kid, and do you think Wi-Fi looks like Demonica and Nexus's child? I think you did a pretty good job of combining them, to be honest. I had enough to work with there to feel that was their she could be a potential child of theirs from a timeline. I mean, not all kids have to look like them, but you know, I did feel that there was enough in there. So from my point of view, I think you nailed it in terms of merging the two characters. I had a few. There was a couple I couldn't put in. So Dr. Virus put one in a suit, which was a cool design, but I didn't get around to doing it. And there was a one from Space Raptors Infinite, because I didn't get around to doing a honorable mentions this time around. That was it was a dinosaur, but it was Ehrenfold's adopted dinosaur that could talk, which was a really cool concept. I just wish I had more time to add more into it. Because yeah, it was just how it worked out. Is that looking down? Yeah, kind of. The eye's too far along though. I knew something wasn't right. The eyes, even though it's on the head, it's too far along. That's why I did it on a separate layer. It should be one eye's distance apart, which means it should go to the tip of it there. That's why it was too far. It's just a little bit too far to not look right. I think that one actually just needs a bit of a liquefy. How big is that brush? And then it needs to be moved along a little bit, just a fraction. There we go. Oh my god, I've done a set of anime style eyes together really well. Oh, that's amazing. And I don't know how many people we got in watching, but if you can, drop a like if you're enjoying it, please do. I know I'm not speaking too much in this one today. I'm focusing on trying to get her design done. She's got quite a... Why is it anime? Whenever, even if you're looking down, their mouths never seem to... They just... It's the way they fit on the face. I don't get it. Yeah, it's not simple. It's... The mouths kind of go across the shape of the face, and like in that entire area there you go. Ooh. Big smiling grin. Let's just give her a big creepy ass grin. Now I feel she feels like she belongs in Hello Boss or something. Hi. Yeah, we'll give her a better face than that. I promise. We'll do niceties on it. Delicate Snake says, I'm working on my video. That's awesome. On my video, the next video will be about the ghost types in your region. However, the third Pokemon will be a unique one for my battle gimmick in my region. That's really cool. I'm getting into a bit more of the Pokemon stuff from time to time, which is really cool. But yeah, the whole region thing, really quite interesting. Benjamin, a fire cat is eating your... Oh, I love that, Tegan. That's quite cool. And Rick Spicer, welcome. Nice to see you in the chat. Bump like that and a little bit on her nose like that, and she'll just have a little line there. Right, let me have a look for an anime nose. Pinterest, I've got hundreds of things on Pinterest in my saved bit for the grouping. Let me see what you've got for me within art poses. Let's have a look. I got hundreds of saved things in Pinterest. I want to nail this face right. I want to find faces and I want to find noses. Ironically, all the faces I see don't have the nose pointing down at that angle, which is really helpful. Because I know, depending on how you do it, they look really weird, but I want the cute version. You've kind of got to get in a cute pose. I want the kind of cute... That one might have it. And the rest sketch bit. Maybe. Why is it so difficult to just get a decent cute pose? So it's not a problem, but what would Void think of Wildfire? I don't know, actually. He'd probably think, I mean, if he wants to let his hair down, she'll be great for a party. He'd probably enjoy that aspect. But Void's been training for a very particular mission. So it's kind of an interesting one. I think initially he'd probably like her and get on with her normally, but I think because she likes to party, and I mean the mech building thing, he'll probably like that. Gizmos and gadgets would be quite handy, but in terms of anything else, it's kind of interesting to see what would happen. I guess it depends if he's really focused on doing the whole mission he's actually come back for or not, because he stopped the temple incursion but he can't get back now. However, in the Ben 10 Dragons, there's a reason it's Ben 10 Dragons, which is quite cool and quite interesting. Oh, that's a similar one. How have they done the nose there? Oh, okay. So effectively, you literally just draw it like that, and like that forever you're gonna have the nose. Maybe I'll just give it a little nose. No, that looks wrong. All these tutorials to see how to draw the face in a certain way, and I don't even know how to draw the nose in a certain way. Oh my god. Oh, what am I doing? Why don't I just open up a new Pinterest page and just search for it? Ooh. I'm having a funny 5 minutes because I actually, yeah. Let's go on to Pinterest. I may take a break in a moment. I do have some water, but I may take a gentlemanly break, as they call it. God, one of you must have a post and stuff. Yeah, I might have to put the word anime on it. Got to see it at different angles. That's what I'm looking for. Actually, I might just merge all these down a minute, just so. Cool, it's all on one layer. Awesome. Turn that down a minute while I do that. So the nose kind of comes. How do I do that? Looks like it comes down like an inward thing like that. It goes like that, and then just goes like that. And they just do a little flick to the side. Does that actually work? I guess it kind of does. It does. Wow. Wow, that actually worked. I don't know about the size of the nose, but it works. Pour me one of those gentleman drinks too. Yeah, a triple neat whiskey, yeah. I'm planning on a clover Pokemon to design. Got any suggestions for their types? A clover Pokemon? What, like it's in like a four-leaf clover type Pokemon? I think you should give it an opposite type. So if it's supposed to be grass, make it a fire type. That'd be quite cool. Right, now I want to do the... I want to do some... Oh, that was a really cool one. Why didn't I see that earlier? I might change the nose and the face. In terms of like the nose and the mouth area. Oh, but... Oh, damn, but that'd be so cool. I'm going to draw this mouth in just because I want to try and draw it. Stucking her tongue out. Yeah, it's not going to be the one that I'm going to have on there, but it was quite fun to draw. Literally, it was just I wanted to draw it because I saw it. It's one of those moments you're like, did I do it? But that Miku picture's got the perfect, I think. I'll turn it at a side angle a little bit, but it's really like, why is it so hard to draw a mouse? Why can't I draw a mouth? Look back, Dempsey, for a skit. Please don't do a tongue. I will vet the skits, so any with a void and void in it, and any of the other kid characters, I might not do, just because I don't. Like I said earlier, I'm not planning to make anyone think there's an assumption between certain characters in this. Oh, would that work? I think we found it. I think we found the maybe moving around a little bit. I think we just found the part of the face we wanted. I'm not happy with the hair. The hair needs more done to it. So merge that down, because I want the final version there. The hair, I want to do more of the hair, so I'm going to actually do a trick. What was my trick again? Where was it? That's fine. I think once I start drawing, I can actually change the... I can't. There's a way of doing something, but that's fine. So it's the top of her hair that I don't like the look of, if that makes sense. It's also one of the things I like about sketching things out is I can actually I'm starting to try and think about the shape of the hair, like the volume bits, and breaking it up. There's got to be more volume here. That's the bit that's throwing me. I feel volume needs to be here. It doesn't seem like there's enough volume for the hair in this section almost. It feels like it needs more hair to go behind there, because that's there, and then you've got a bit of a... Oh, I knew my reference picture of Ashana. This is why reference pictures are really useful, because they help you see the bits that you can't normally see. So what would actually happen is this would probably be more that bit taken out. That's gone. And then we've got more of the curve here that's much larger. That looks a bit better. And then another one here. Then you have the final one coming in out here, but it'd be coming up that way. A few tufty bits out there. And then that almost hides. So that means that horn was in the wrong place to start with, because even though it should be there, coming up from the ear, probably around that part, it needs to... So that's the ear. So her horn comes up from the back of the ear, goes around, and then it curves up. So her horn would actually be going that way. And the other one kind of curves out the other way, which is why I've got the other horn here. And then that's where we get the whole hair bit. Then for the hand's actually more along here, up there for her little finger. Get a bit of hair twirling around the inner finger of this one. So we had no finger, but we've got a bit of hair twirling around it. And then we have the hand coming through here near her ear. You probably have some hair with that here. Probably a strand coming down there. Might have a strand out there actually. And then you've got the other hand part here, and then you've got the actual ear here that goes behind the hair, which is the whole long ear piece. Adding some messy out of place hairs also gives a bit more. I'm not very good at it, but I know it gives a bit more dynamic to the character. I mean, hopefully you guys are liking how this is turning out, because I'm loving this at the moment. This is really, really cool, which is quite fun. Not sure what Minecraft is on. TMR ban 1. Has he banned somebody? I'm not sure. Minecraft, what are you doing? Are there floating things by Ashana wings or something else? In the original design for Ashana the God Slave, but let me share this so you can see her original design. So let me just make that full screen. Yeah, give me a second to zoom out on that a minute. I'll share this quickly. So Ashana's original design, share screen, window, that window only, share that, catch up, add to stage. So her original design has these kind of floating elements behind her that we haven't decided if they're wings or not, but they are kind of there. She can control them. It's kind of almost like a magic light, she can have them. So I put them in. The perspective of it does need to shift depending on how I'm doing it, but it's in there essentially for those elements. It's almost like wings, but not wings. It's hard to tell whether they actually are wings or not, but that's the general gist of it for her design, which is quite cool. And I think that's the one we want. Cool. So on that note, I'm going to take a really, really good break. Well, a quick break. I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be right back. Just let me sort that on. We'll be right back. I'll see you in a minute, guys. I'm back, and what did I miss? Maybe that place that she can control. Possibly. They're kind of like wing, like blade, like weird items. I don't know exactly what they are. We haven't had that established, and I haven't put that into any official thing yet. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna start. I'm not sure there's something off with the perspective of her body or something at the moment. Something seems off to me. I think it's the legs, but it could just be the perspective, the angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start inking her. New layer above, fill that all white. Ta-da! Take that down just a tiny bit. I mean, I could do color references and light shades and stuff, but I want to get her line up kind of started. So call that line up. I'm not worried about recording this as such because I've got the time lapses working, but I do want a small brush. So about brush size 3. How's that work? Wrong color. Oh wait, that's how I do it. I've been looking for that. Really? I've been looking for that window. Find something and you learn something new every day. Have you seen Lan from Subnautica Below Zero and Almost Done? I've got Subnautica Below Zero on the laptop. I don't know if I need it that. Maybe it's 6. Yeah, 6 looks about right. Start inking her and see how it turns out. I'll colour the eyes in separately. I know I've got this bit here, but do I add pupils? I don't know if I want to add pupils yet, so we'll leave that bit for now. Maybe we'll leave the nostril out and see what happens. Or maybe if I go... that might be it. Just join the line there instead of the nose. You have that weird pseudo-anime style for it for now. Those floating things remind me of him. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, kind of. Possibly inspired subconsciously? But yeah. Alan, which is a alien creature that came to try and cure the thing that's infected all of the creatures on the planet in Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero. It's like this weird humanoid centaur alien thing. Let's do that. I will do the hair on a separate layer because the hair is going to be really messy to do. I say messy, it's not exactly messy, but it will be in terms of everything else. Yeah, take your time on lineup. It will, even if it don't have it's the main focus point, it'll work really, really well to be for what you're doing. It's time with what you're doing and work well. Also, pay attention to where things join, because sometimes you can just do a little bit more at the joining points, and it works. Arc's done, so we'll check that out shortly. I'm going to be going for, well, I don't know exactly how long. We've been going for about an hour and a half, and this will be the furthest I've ever gotten in a picture in an hour and a half of this style. So we will see what happens. I'll have a look in a little bit at Arc once I get a chance to get a decent bit of progress on this. Obviously, I can remove bits later on when I go over with the next layer, but filling out these as much as possible at the moment is a good thing to do. Actually, I won't do other thing now. I'll do it without the nails done the other anime way of doing it like this. That was on the reference picture. Or did I remove the reference picture? Oh, I still got it. That's cool. Ah, it was like that. So it was sealed off that way and then that down. Perfect. I remembered something. Maybe I want the curve tool for this one. Does that not work? Ah, okay, that's how it works. Oops, too far back. So that would be there. I'll just drag that up there. That's a really useful curve tool, actually. It's not perfect, but you know, kind of that's some of it. What have we got? Imagine them getting an alien to join the team. Maybe. I'm not sure if we need an alien to join the team yet, but potentially. Maybe one of the narrators are already an alien and you guys just don't know it yet. Ha 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 ha. Yes, there would be a high chance they could develop Deadpool's genes, but that'd be really bad. I haven't yet, Ark. I haven't actually opened up Discord to have a look. I've been drawing this bit. I'll have a look in a little bit. Currently, I'm focusing on the line art right now, just because it is more complex than one might believe. But I will have a look in a bit, Ark. Just give me a bit of time to do some of this first. Oh no, you haven't missed it. I'm still just sorting these. The details on Ashana the Godslayer out. Like I say, I'm spending the time on the line art to hopefully get all this to look nice when it's done. It's the little details that help, but it's also knowing where and when to put the details. Which really add to the dynamic of what you're actually working on. So that kind of gives the impression of what we're doing. Right, and that's coming down here with this curve, and then around to here with the curve. Yeah, that was a little bit bad. I'm going to remove that comment. Sorry, that was a little bit too bad. How far I can get with this before my eyes give out. By that I mean they're a bit tired. Before they give out, yeah. My eyes have gone. They ran away. They gave out. So that's we'll tidy that bit up. Okay, let's find that bit. So I have a question for you. Ultra energy drink in your country. If so, an ultra energy. What you mean, like? Yeah, there's loads like Monster, Relentless, and stuff. I don't drink any of it though. And you suggest 2 videos. Awesome. I will see them when I look at the video suggestions. Like I say, I'm planning to do them like middle of the month, get a good selection in, and then be able to work through what's in there. Essentially clear the form afterwards. So if the form gets cleared, don't send the same suggestion in again. If you can remember what you said. Oh no, I drink named Ultra. I don't know if we got Ultra, but yeah, we've got Monster, Relentless. They are energy drinks over here. Ironically, they are the names of actual energy drinks. I got most of it done actually, except for the hair and obviously the chest. So for some reason, I only like that one, and every time I try to find it in another country, then Serbia, I get no luck. I guess it's Serbia's brand. Maybe. I mean, it could be in the UK. I just don't drink energy drinks, so I wouldn't know if it ends up being in the UK. Okay, I'm gonna cheat on this bit. That to that. And ooh. Okay, I can't cheat on that. It's gonna be 2 curves. There to there. Up that way. There to there. Down that way. That just doesn't look right. Make sure I get the right bits connected and then erased. Well, yeah, I never draw from this perspective, so it's definitely strange seeing it, but it's quite cool. It's I wanted to test my skills a bit and shake things up a bit, which is quite interesting. He'd play with it when nobody's looking. Vegan, definitely. Like you saw Borderline, yes, he'd play with it. Get more drink. So the bit that seems slightly weirder for me is the actual drawing my characters this way. I have a question. How would I make an adult version of Wildfire Dempsey? You wouldn't do much different. You'd probably just do a few more lines on the face to make it seem a bit older. There's not much else really to do to make them older. You basically just make their features a bit more mature, maybe, but depends on the character. I mean, she's a demon. She could technically be older and still look young. But usually you change the proportions up a little bit, maybe make them a bit shorter if they're older. Depends how old you want to make them. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so new layer I want to do, I'm going to highlight this an orange color because it's going to be the hair. That's the main light, so I'm going to do it blue. I've got that, so I don't need to worry about that. Could be 10,000 years old and she still look like a teenager. Yeah, that is true. I think you just like really tall characters arc based on that. Hey, welcome back. And boy, did those new... Oh yeah, all our videos, yeah. They didn't turn out too bad actually, those ones. The Transformer ones. How don't Monica react to someone calling her short, even though the person who's talking to her might be shorter than her? It depends on her mood. She might just slay them. Hair is really... I think I did a really good job with the hair this time. But it is also so complicated to do. I missed her ear and her horns off from before, that's not a problem. That line up there is going to have the headpiece come down there. Cool. This one's going to have the... hair is complex. No, I'm not chatting much, but hair is really complex. I'm kind of having to really concentrate on this. Alright, let me just sort my eye out a minute. Cool. Hey nerd, how's it going? We're drawing Ashana the Godslayer, one of my characters, in a rather different perspective to what I'm used to drawing. So this is quite an interesting one. I've got a reference open and I've just seen what I can do with it. But hair is something else. Even short hair on a character is rather complex. So I'm just trying to get the hair kind of working. I really enjoyed drawing this piece actually. I'm having a lot of fun doing a character in a different perspective. I took a pose from Pinterest, dropped it in, started looking at the character, and then just started to started to draw her. Or I would draw the character in this way. It's going out really, really, really nicely. Yeah, it's really weird how to get the right dynamic for hair sometimes. Although in this case, I'm doing a curly bit of hair for her fingers, and I got some more hair from behind her ear going. I think I should go that way and then come up through her fingers and her hand, and then just curl back there. And then on this layer I can erase the these two bits of the finger. I got another idea for turning My Hero Academia characters into Xenomorphs as my next video, since the early movie's coming out soon. Oh, that's already out in the UK. Alien Romulus, that came out 16th of August, I think it was, in the UK. But yeah, it'd be quite cool to. I want to watch that. I don't know when it's coming out soon on anything else, but yeah. I don't know where you got onto your. Yeah, furious. This conversation gone a bit weird. End of weird conversation. Yeah, I think you just like drawing tall characters as well. Nah, we're not all going to do a Xeno related video. You gotta be crazy there, Ben. For a start, we need something coming out for the Xeno related video, which has already come out, so we're a bit late on the bandwagon for that. And also, you know, we don't need to do a Xeno video. I already did one. Deadpool going crazy. Oh, I need to do some racing on that part there. Then he's dropping down, and that needs to be too small. Still too small. That's better. It's inside of the hair that's going out, because it's just going around the finger. New layer for horns. Then we can merge all these at the end. But yeah. Arc, we there's nothing for it. So, you know, if there is something that we'll do at some point, we might consider it. But currently, I'm sure Nerd can agree, we have 0 plans for anything Xenomorph related. So if Nerd or Kingpin's in the chat, they can completely agree. Hey Ben, how's it going? Ashana the Godslayer is my most unhinged character at the moment. On that one. Has anyone suggested on what My Hero Academia's characters I should turn into Xenos? I'll let the chat go on that one. That'd be quite an interesting one. I think that's that done. Technically speaking, I've done most of a lovely Godslayer over here. I won't go through there. That one won't go through there. A lot of detail in this hair. Just double check I haven't missed any lines. No, that'll be behind, so that's fine. I wonder if that's all sealed. I haven't done her plain tail yet. I think that's pink and blue, isn't it? Like her eyes. Yeah, so that's more blue on the inside of the plain, pink on the outside. So maybe I should do that more of a... and then go to the blue color on a new layer, so I'm not interfering with the plane that I already got. And then just give it a bit of a... maybe a bit darker blue, so it's more of an outline. I haven't done eyebrows in 2 parts. Do you like eyebrows going through the hair or not through the hair? I'm not sure I like it going through the hair. It looks nicer when it's behind hair. I know some anime styles, they go through the hair. Just to me, it seems a bit nicer when it doesn't quite flow through the hair. Don't know why, because it's the same colour as the hair. I just think it looks a little bit more nicer on them. So that should be Ashana basically done if I check. That's her basically done by tattoos, which their markings, they go on the end phase. Cool. So that's fine, because what we can do is we can go merge, merge, merge. Merge, merge, and we've got all of them on one layer. New folder above, add, so Ashana herself. Skin. Clothes. Eyes. Hair and horns. Horns. And last one, not least, flames. I'm going to do this slightly differently because I want to actually, even though I've got the skin there, I want to colour it all in grey first. And that line art's going to be locked at, well, turn to reference layer, and then it's going to be locked. And that just allows me to be able to select inside the line art quite nicely. I mean, there are ways to select everything and then do it, but I'm just enjoying doing the slow process this way to make sure I get what I want to be caught. Should have just selected the outside, to be honest, and inverted it. That would have been the easiest and quickest way. But it's interesting to see what I get on these selections anyway. I think that's everything, because there's a natural gap there. Cool. The idea of this is, if I can select everything here, and I do a new layer of a multiply or something on top, I can very quickly where's the brush? Start deciding where the shadows and light go. Trying to figure out based on the light source. I don't know where my light source is coming from on this. Actually, no, I do. The flame's coming down that way. So it's going to be the underneath and the far side of everything. In fact, why am I doing this? I'll do that. I'll try it the other way. Let's try it another way. Fill that entire layer in with a multiply. I think I do it this way now. There we go. And then what you do is you actually get the eraser and you light carve out where you think the lighter parts are going to be. Just trying to get a sense for the lighting of this piece. This is only rough lighting. This isn't like core lighting or key lighting. This is just roughly where's the light going to fall, if it falls, and what's it going to potentially highlight. This is just like a really rough light carving, just so I've got an idea of where like can and will fall. I guarantee. Just want to make sure I got the yes, it is very difficult deciding where this light stuff's coming from. Okay, Dempsey, how would Ashana feel about Kratos and Artius? Sorry if the name wrong, boy. I've got no idea how she'd feel about that, actually. It'd be interesting. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure completely on that. I assume that's where the main, like, this bit's going to be, and then I can obviously blur the shadows a little bit, or soft erase them, shall I say. Soft erase some extra areas off and some specular light, maybe. So the skin's definitely going to have some specular light and highlight around here. I think actually that's going to get a little bit of light on the edge. Not a huge amount, it might just pick up a little bit of light on the leg on that. And that bit in there is definitely going to get some light. How much, I'm not sure, but and that bit will get a little bit of light. And also we missed a spot, so we got to fill that bit in. But yeah, that would get some exposure, I think. Not a huge amount, but a little bit there. I also feel the soft light's probably going to be more in the middle bit there. This is just an idea lighting. I'm going to be doing much more like rendering each bit in individually if I need to. I'm just trying to get an idea of where the main shadows and highlights will go. But if I get a concept of that in, I might be able to do a bit more on what I'm working on. But like I say, this is only a rough. The lights and shadows, I'm not 100% sure where all of them will drop. But yeah. I still haven't looked what you've got. How much time do we have? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. We're at 1:30. I've just gotten into this. I'm just like trying to figure out what I'm doing. At least for the light rendering on. Yeah, and I'm doing that, but at least I can start working on the skin colors and stuff. So Ashana's got an orangey red skin, so she needs to have a base color that's probably more this in terms of color. And this will be using the line art as a reference. And for that is just my rough idea of a light source. I just wanted to map an idea out, because you don't have a rough idea of a light source, it makes a massive difference to what you're doing. That'll be interesting to see then. Drawing her in a banana costume. I was thinking something like that, nerd. That's getting very much into basically the same concept as other things. Yeah, maybe a little bit. The skin is more red, so maybe I need to do more red straight out of that. That's a good colour for it. I'm actually zooming in to make sure I get all the right parts. I think that's all her base skin color done. The clothing color is more of a. That's more of a lighter color, more of a blue color, I think. Oh, I haven't drawn this right. I knew I missed something up on the design. I should have it put off the other side of her leg. That's fine. I'll sort that out. The other side of the leg there. There you go. That's my fix for it. I don't care about anything else. That's my fix for it. Is that all of those? And just so they are the same color as. That. Okay, they are purpley colour at the top, so. I think they're set to overlay stain, area A darker. That's what I did last time. That needs to come down to the skin color. When that there, if it's not overlay, it's a multiply. Why is it not doing anything? Multiply. Okay, I'll figure that out later. Make sure I get all the colors as we work on the areas. I missed out the colour of her tail. That's really bad of me, isn't it? That's a bluish colour like the dress. Okay, so I'm missing a few bits out from what I need. So blue bit of that goes onto this colour and that. The skin colour needs to be picked back up for that. It's going to be the same blue colour as the dress, so I need to go back to that one and go back to that there. I think that's all of it for the clothing. Eyes have 3 different bits. They have a light background. Did the mouth in that part as well. Then we've got pink, which is more the hot pink, I believe. Then we've got a light blue, which is more of the blue colour there. Her hair is an offset white colour as such. Yeah, bit of skin colour needs to go in there. Okay, next to the flames. At least the flats are done. Let's see what the rough lighting looks like on it now that I've kind of like created a rough the lighting. But it doesn't look too bad for a multiply layer at the top initially. Though I think I might end up stopping soon. I think at this 2 hour 40-minute mark, I might stop it here for where we've got to. Appreciate there are more bits I need to do on this, but I think this is probably going to be my limit for tonight. At least in a minute. And just the last bit of the flats sorted where I know this. Obviously clean up bits that need to be cleaned up, like the hair. I like how that's turning out, actually, so far. I might have to finish this up on another stream if I don't just go and finish it myself, just chilling at some point. Let's see how we go on that. But yeah, I think she's looking quite nice. Obviously, we've taken it from the whole lineup of her that we've got from this to the lineup of her herself, and then just rendering her out. There's more to do for like the background and some of the effects, the glow effects, but they'll be done later on. How do I manage to keep cooking all the time? I don't sleep. I literally just keep going. No, it's a good question actually. That how do you manage to keep, as you say, cooking each time? I follow a lot of artists on YouTube. From the one you lost, who I will be doing some of those techniques for skin techniques on this. I don't know if I should turn her to normal skin color and then render the skin out so it makes sense and add the hue over the top, or not. That's an interesting one. And then it's a case of I just look for different things to push it. So this time it was looking at a different pose, so I could use the whole concept of can I make a new folder of this? New layer folder. Okay, let's put that as just render, and I'll just put all of these into it, so I can turn that layer on and off. So basically I just built it up layer by layer by layer, but the idea is I took a pose that I don't normally use, took a character I've drawn and I wanted to work on one of my characters, and then just tweaked it and tweaked it and tweaked it till it worked, which is really good, which works. Opinion on getting a dragon tattoo? Go for it, because I've got one that I designed, so yeah, go for it if you want it. But just remember, a tattoo is for life. Unless you pay for lasers and have to get rid of it, once you get it, you've got to think about how it would be years on. So get it in a part. If you don't want to show it years on, if it goes saggy like a bicep or an arm, or depending where you're getting it, and depending how detailed it is, yeah. But if it's something you really want, go for it. If not, then see what happens. Oh, you mean like a magical tattoo? How do you mean a magical tattoo? I've got a magic tattoo. My tattoos are different design. It's one design, but depending on where you rotate it, you see different things. So far, there's a tiger, an elephant, a horse, a wolf, a dragon, an adult and a baby owl, and I think that's it in it so far. It was designed to be a tribal dragon, but yeah. Okay. Ooh. So we've got quite a cool sketch. In fact, we could just put that over the top of it. It'd be quite funny. There you go. That actually looks quite cool. So you've got a working sketch at the moment. That might be the thumbnail. Just that might be the thumbnail. Just we'll see. But yeah, so we've got this working sketch. We're going to finish off the rest of it, and the tattoo markings and stuff are part of the actual skin as we build that up. I think she's gone from looking rather demonic and evil in the reference to looking quite cute, and I'm quite pleased with the scruffy hair in the face at the moment. I think it's turned out really well, and obviously the thin line art means that it's going to be more emphasis on the rendering, so I've got to get that right, which would be quite interesting to do, and then we'll need to see what happens from there on. Oh, if you think it'll fit the personality of the character, absolutely. But how complex you design it, just remember, every time you draw that character, you'll have to redraw it. So try and make a simple dragon tattoo that you can replicate, or make one that you can replicate, or you can hide away underneath something sometimes you don't want to draw it. Then it could end up being a very intimidating art piece. It could be, but I think you should go for it and see what happens. This one's going to be quite a fun one to do, but I think we've kind of pretty much met the end of it. I mean, the only other thing I could possibly do just to test some theories is like drop some above that layer. If I'm doing that, I potentially want interesting. Where's the rest of that? It's all gone. There we go. I maybe want to go for that one. It's trying to find the right background to make the character stand out more, that's all. Like midday sky. No, I'm trying to just literally play around with the colours and stuff till I find something that might work, for example. Nah, that's fine. I will just literally maybe add the grey background back in just so it fills it out a bit more. Oh, that's because that's still a reference there, that's why. I hate when that happens. There we go. Bit of a nicer background to see it on. But yeah, I think this has turned out really nicely. But I'll see what I do for the colors and stuff. I have got a greenish sky. I'm not going to try it now. Just to see if I can make the colors stand out for like a thumbnail is all. Because basically that's the thumbnail so far. Also, it is good that I did that because I have noticed things that are not highlighted or sorted. So that's going to color the whole thing. Whoopsie daisy. Reference layers do help when you have the right tools set for them. Sorry, I've just, you know when you notice stuff and you're like, quickly fix it before anybody else sees it, because I want to use the face on top of this. Yeah, we got the inking for her done and the flats. We haven't actually done every aspect of it. We've got quite a fair bit, which is quite good to use. So we'll see what happens after that. I will have a quick look. I don't know if I might do a showcase. I don't know. Hang on. Oh, that is quite cool, actually, Ark. Yeah, you added a few more like wispy line bits to it, which is quite cool. Give me a second. I'll let's open a browser and just share that one window. So, is this your submission to the community redraw by any chance? Sometimes I do a showcase. I'm only going to do arcs tonight, but if you get it in early enough, and if we make it a regular thing, I can showcase everyone's work potentially. Not go through it in detail like Kingpin does, but I'm where are we? We're about 3 hours in, so I will do a quick showcase. It's your villain. Is this for the community redraw by any chance? Cool. Yes, and it's a villain. Awesome. Let me just find the right. That should be the one. So if I share that window, add it to the stage and go. So this is Ark's villain. I don't have any information about the character because it's not submitted yet, but it's quite a cool design. I do like the fact that it looks like they've got a little black hole in their hand there, which is quite cool. So you've got the little black hole kind of effect for the power, and I love this kind of like lighting effect on it. It is really cool. It's like almost like it's absorbing the light straight into it, which is very difficult to do. And it's kind of got the same reflection of it, or the same element of it in his eye, which is really, really nice. Nice contrasting colors from the background being warmer colors to the slightly darker, cooler colors at the front. And these runic circles, they are really cool. I quite like them. They look. I'm a big fan of like ancient mythology, like the hieroglyphics and stuff. So that is awesome. And I like the way he's on the pose with the cane, as well as like the whole almost like M. Bison, like the coat on the shoulders with the hat. I mean, it looks really cool. But yeah, I quite like it. It's really, really cool. And take that off the screen for now. We'll just go full screen with that one. So that's where we got to from our sketch to. Actually, that looks quite cool. I still think it looks quite cool. That maybe after picking up the line art, I'd try a separate line art in Procreate or something over it, possibly. But that looks quite cool. Yeah, and then it's just seeing what happens from there. I think that's probably it. Let me just double check what we've got. Yeah, I think that's probably it for tonight. And yeah, we might do another stream continuing this. This was quite fun just to sit down, just draw something that, you know, it's one of the characters from the channel. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. There's still more to do on it. I might do a bit of just line art tweaking or playing around potentially in between. I don't know. Not sure the next stream is going to be for this one. But yeah, thank you all for joining. And I guess it's going to be a case of I will see you on Friday. Will be possibly a live stream. It's a Monday today. Friday is going to be a live stream, I expect. So we may continue this in the live stream. It'll be quite interesting to see how it turns out. If I can hold back from actually continuing working on this one, because I'm really loving how this looks so far. But yes, thank you all guys, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.